there's a sequel, we won't be reviewing that at all.
PooBrain Domain here, and today we'll be reviewing The Boy. I guess a horror film, I guess.
I guess it's a horror film.
Horrible film.
I don't even know where to even begin.
It came out in January. Nonsense about a porcelain doll.
The boy's name was Brahms, like Bram Stoker, I guess. And that's all I remember.
The basic premise is this girl is staying in this house. These two old folks tell her that she has to watch this doll, and she has a specific set of rules. She has to absolutely follow these rules, otherwise they don't even say what happens. She just says, you gotta follow these rules. Here's this doll.
You make Brahman happy, and Brahman needs to be a happy doll.
Yeah, basically that's the entire plot of the movie. She has one guy that helps her, that brings the groceries, brings the food, and pays her. And that's pretty much the only interaction she has with this entire movie.
And that's because he's the only person allowed in the house.
Yeah, so if you're expecting like a world building thing, no, you're stuck in this mansion for the entire movie.
And she has, what, 10 rules to follow?
10 rules to follow. They don't even really specify if she really breaks them. She does break them, but nothing still happens.
He steals her shoes.
He steals her shoes at the most. If you're going into this thinking it's a ghost movie, it is not. Spoiler, I'll put a big spoiler thing on this.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard to talk about without spoiling it. It's basically a guy in the wall.
The story is that when Braun was 8 years old, he had a girl come over for his birthday. They found the girl dead in the woods with her head smashed in. When the cops went to go question Brahms, his house was on fire, and no one saw Brahm ever again. Now, flash forward to the spoiler alert here. The parents have a doll named Brahm. They treat it like it's their son, but the real Brahm has been living in the wall for the past like 20 years, just living in the walls, living life.
Kind of reminds me like the people under the stairs.
Exactly,
The
yeah.
walls creeping around.
Except far less
That's
entertaining.
Yeah.
So let's make a quick checklist here. So if you think it's a ghost movie, you'll be disappointed. If you think it's a horror movie, you'll be disappointed. If you think that it's a killer doll movie, you will be very disappointed considering how the doll literally does nothing in the movie.
All roads point to you're going to be disappointed with this movie, period.
Yeah, and I mean, there is zero horror elements to this, I mean, at all. Except for a couple of dream sequence boo scares.
That's what you want to call that?
Bad CG, I might add.
Now, there's some bad CG. It's surprising, right? The CG in this movie.
How hard could it really be to make a doll's head turn around and blink? You didn't have to CGI that, come on. You could have went to like a ventriloquist, like, doll and have that happen.
You could have had the guy laying under the bed with his hand through the bed just to move the doll around.
It couldn't have been expensive. It couldn't have been expensive.
This movie didn't want to do any expenses. Okay.
It's a throwaway movie.
The entirety of the film was shot in this house for cheap, probably.
It's a nice house, though. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
There is no interaction with the outside world, so you see nothing of the outside world. So cheap, again, probably. Like, this is just a cheap January horror movie that was made to make money.
Yeah, I don't even think it made money. That's really the entire movie.
Acting-wise, I mean, what can you say about acting? It's just Maggie from Walking Dead. What is her name?
She was alright.
She was herself.
Conrad or something like
Yeah,
that.
she was alright, but she was by herself for the most part, besides the interaction with the guy that was giving her the groceries, who was kind of a love interest, maybe? But then, and spoilers again, her abusive boyfriend shows up out of nowhere for a hot minute. But
Which you can pretty much call a mile away.
Had nothing to do with the movie, though.
yeah, really, but
Had nothing to do with Bronx.
they needed a body count.
Yeah.
Something had to go.
And the body count was 1.
Yeah, one
That's it.
person died this whole
One.
movie. They end it like they're trying to tease a sequel, but honestly, I don't know who's clamoring.
If they make
for
a sequel to this, I'll kill myself. Let
I
me
don't
tell you,
know-
it
I
was
don't
a
know who wants
struggle.
it. I don't know who needs
Struggle to stay awake. Because I thought this was going to be like a ghost movie, and oh my god, I still hated it.
Would you prefer a ghost movie?
Maybe. Maybe. Because at least it would have made sense.
And then
At least it would have made sense.
Super spoilers here, right? When they finally revealed Brahm, and
Super
when they
spoilers!
finally reveal Brahm, and he pops out of the wall, he's like a tall, lanky, normal-looking, well, kind of normal-looking dude, except for he has a doll face.
Mask, yeah.
He's Shaggy with the mask.
Yeah, he looks like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
I thought he was at least going to be, like, stocked. But I guess if you're living in a wall, you ain't eating good. He had peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
Yeah, but as skinny as he was, he shouldn't have been punching through a wall either.
Yeah, he punched through
Oh,
walls.
that's a good point.
he punched through a wall and a mirror.
He threw his girl across the room.
That's a good point. Good
And how does she defeat him? With his own stupid bedtime rules. She's like, yo, go to bed. And he's like,
point. That's how you know you have a quality villain on your hands, my friend.
Yeah.
You tell him to go to sleep, and he follows and suits.
he had to abide by his own rules. So she was like, go to bed. He goes, you know the rules, it's bedtime. And he's like, okay. And he goes to bed. He goes to bed. He lays down. He's like, don't forget to kiss me goodnight. And she's like, nope, that's your punishment. You don't get the kiss. So he grabs her. She stabs him. He gets upset. He chokes her. She stabs him.
She
Actually, the screwdriver
it was already there. It was already the same stab
So
wound.
she had just pushed it in, and he died, I guess. Well, he passed out, technically. Technically, he passed out because the credits, right before the credits roll, he's fixing himself. His doll.
Oh.
Yeah, he's doing it back together.
Overall, just a shitty horror film. I mean, even from a thriller movie, terrible. All around. What do you grade this?
Man, I've seen shit. I'd probably give this like a 1.
A 1?
A 1.
Let's get a 0 because this movie made no attempt to try. Okay,
Damn.
it's filmed for cheap. Okay,
Yeah.
There's nothing to it. It's not even interesting.
Yeah.
The story's bad. The filming is bad. The pacing is terrible. There's nothing redeeming about this movie. I can't even think of one thing I liked about the movie.
It was a boring piece of mess. Give it a 2.
Damn, you get higher than me.
This
Whoa.
guy
Whoa,
right
2?
here.
I was very bored.
And you give it a 2 because you were bored?
At least it was filmed.
I think he had a chuckle out of my.
I got one chuckle out of it. Out of something you said.
Which had nothing to do with the movie, though. So, I mean, I don't know how you give it a 2 for that.
Alright, fine. I'll give it a 1. I'll give it a 1. At least it was filmed coherently. At least they had production value. It was filmed. It wasn't like Paranormal Activity where they were just insulting with their lack of everything. So the house was nice. It was filmed. It was whatever. I'll give it a 1.
0.
And that's our review of The Boys. Stick around. We'll have more horror movie reviews, or action movie reviews, and comic book movie reviews. And we will see you later.